Hey, so I'm now doing video along with audio on my podcast. So I thought I'd show you my rig, which for all the studio goodness I have here, I have a really, you'll see.
Around the back here, as you can see, my backdrop from the back. And around here, we have the Zap Pow Bang backdrop. And my trusty stool seat. Got my guitars, my amps, all that stuff back there. And as you can see, my podcasting setup, I just plop it down right on top of my studio stuff because it works. So the main part of my podcasting setup when it was audio and now that it's video is called Boss Jock Studio. So I run this on the iPad. The green here, that's my openings that Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov sent me. The brown here is sound effects. I have those in there from a previous project. I haven't used any sound effects in the podcast, but I left them in just in case because they're kind of cool sound effects. I have this all set through my headphones, so if I pressed them, you wouldn't hear them anyway. The blue is all music that I use. Now, I have 4 of my songs down here, but this is Liberamante 4 that I did with Skidmatic, and that's the sound bed that I use for this show. The rest of these are for projects I had in the past, and I just leave them in there because I may use them for the podcast. And then I have a bunch of empty carts here, and I can add as we go. The way it works, hit, they play, we have a mix over here. I trigger my mic right there, or I can lock my mic right there. When I have the mic on, it auto ducks any other volume to bring the mic up in the mix so I don't have to think about it too much. To get the mic in, now before I started doing video, I was using my USB mic, and I'll just go straight into the iPad. That's all I needed for the podcast. The USB mic into the iPad, that into my headphones. I was set to go. Doing video now, though, I have brought my Tascam IXZ back into play. This is something I've had for years. It's rock solid, and it actually uses the mini jack. It doesn't go into the port. It's a mini jack audio interface for the iPad. So coming in here, I have my trusty blue ball mic, one of my favorite mics of all time. And out that going in here, this supplies the phantom power for it. And then out the back, I have a headphone splitter. Now on one, I go to my headphones for monitoring. The other, I bring into the input jack on my Canon camcorder. And as you can see here, you can see me taping myself right there. So that's the camera that is recording me. So you'll get something like this view right here. Of course, I don't have it set. You'd see the backdrop a lot better if I did, but that's getting my audio. And since that's getting the audio from Boss Jock, it's getting the exact same audio with the sound effects, with the carts and everything. And when it's done, I have a ready to go audio podcast, and I just have to edit the beginning and the end of the video and then add any titles or anything that I want, and then that's ready to go. So it's a pretty quick turnaround there. And then I get to take it all down and get my studio back in order because, of course, under this is my keyboard. There's my push. I run Ableton on those, as you can have Ableton running back there, and I'm actually working on a song right now. I have Leah, Kirk, and Animal down here. I have my soul animal, the bat. I have Vader 1. I have Vader 2. And, Vader has moods. I have Ghost. I have Uhura right there. I have Thor over here. Why not? Why not? There we go. Then none of that has anything to do with the podcast. It's just the podcast just sits on top of my equipment till I'm done, then I move it and I get back to working on music. So that is a tour, zap pow bam, of how I do the new audio and video podcasts here in the studio. Cheers.